Okay, so, we usually get caught up in the flashy stuff on this show,
Hmm.
the big 8K screens, the VR headsets, all that. But today we're doing a deep dive on something that's, well, it's basically invisible.
It really is. It's the kind of thing you never notice until it stops working.
Exactly. We're talking about the WolfPack 16x16 Dante Digital Audio Processor. It's this rack-mounted box that's really the brain of an operation.
And we're pulling our information directly from the product specs from HDTV Supply. So we've got the hard data.
And our mission today is pretty straightforward. How does this $1,000 device use, advanced math to manage total chaos?
Because in a courtroom or an OR, audio chaos is the last thing you want.
Right. So looking at the box itself, it's a metal enclosure, about 440 millimeters wide. It looks industrial.
It is. And the specs sheet starts with the I/O. You have 12-channel balanced MIC or linear inputs and 12-channel outputs.
That's a lot of audio streams to manage.
A huge amount. And that's where the Dante part of the name comes in.
Okay, so I wanted to ask about that. It has two of these Dante network ports. For anyone who isn't a sound engineer, is that just a brand name, or what does that actually do?
It completely changes the infrastructure. See, in the old days, you'd be running dozens of thick analog cables.
A nightmare.
A total nightmare for interference and timing. Dante lets all that audio travel as uncompressed digital data over a standard Ethernet network.
So low latency.
Near zero latency-. It's critical. When someone speaks, you hear it instantly.
And you hear it clearly. I see it has a 48-volt phantom power supply, so it can drive those really high-end professional condenser mics directly, right?
It does. And you pair that with a 48 kilohertz sampling rate and 24-bit A to D conversion.
So the baseline quality is already very, very high.
It's pristine. You're giving the processor incredibly accurate data to work with from the start.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me. You've got 12 mics. It's a heated board meeting. Everyone's talking over each other. How does this box prevent that from just becoming noise?
This is all about the onboard algorithms. The specs list two big ones: adaptive echo cancellation, AEC, and adaptive noise suppression, ANS.
And that ANS is pretty powerful, isn't it?
It is. It can reduce background noise like an air conditioner hum by up to 18 decibels. That's a huge difference in clarity.
And I saw something in the specs called the auto mixer function. I mean, it sounds like it's basically playing referee, right?
That's a great way to put it, actually. Yes,
Yeah.
It intelligently sets a priority order when multiple mics are active.
So no more 5 people all shouting at once on the call.
Exactly. It prioritizes the primary signal so you can actually follow the conversation. It's all automatic.
It also lists a whole suite of other tools: expanders, equalizers, compressors.
Right, but the design philosophy they mention is key. Concise but intelligent. It's built to just work without needing a technician constantly debugging it with extra software.
A self-contained problem solver. So where do we actually see these in the wild?
Well, the applications are all high stakes. Telemedicine is a big one. Think about a remote surgical consultation.
You can't have a single word misunderstood.
No way. Also, judiciary settings for court trial recordings, distance learning, and government command centers.
And it seems to connect to everything. Windows 7 and 10, sure. But then I see 8-channel programmable GPIO and RS-232. Those feel like old-school ports.
They are, but they're bulletproof. That GPIO general purpose input-output that lets you wire a physical button on a desk to, say, mute all mics.
Oh, I see. So it's for physical, reliable control, no software crashes.
It connects the audio brain to the room's central control system. It's built for that deep integration.
And just a quick logistical note from the source: it's a special order item from Asia, but it ships without tariffs.
Which is always good for the bottom line. It all
Yeah.
comes back to that set it and forget it idea. You install it, you tune it, and it just handles the acoustic chaos for you.
So what this all really means for you is the next time you're on one of those crystal clear video calls and you're not getting a headache from the audio, there's probably a box just like this one in a closet somewhere.
Doing millions of calculations a second.
Yeah.
And it leaves you with a really interesting question to think about.
What's that?
We obsess over video, 4K, 8K, we spend thousands on bigger and brighter screens. But think about it. In a remote surgery or a virtual court trial, if the video glitches for a second, you can pause.
Right.
But if the audio fails or becomes unintelligible, the entire process just stops. So is it possible that intelligent audio is actually the most vital part of the entire tech stack?
Something to think about next time you hit unmute. Thanks for joining this deep dive.